Hello, this is Brandon Russell, and I selected Maiolica pottery and ceramics in the Renaissance period. I chose this particular subject just because my own interest is in clay and pottery and ceramic, mostly functional pieces. So what I wanted to kind of look at is to see if I could find functional ware in the Renaissance period that still kind of displayed visual images or an aesthetic value and is considered art or something on the category opposed to craft. So, which kind of brings me to my thesis. The idea that I'm kind of working on is what defines craft, what defines art. If something is functional at that point, is it craft and no longer art? But if it's got images or depictions of scenes, is it art? So, kind of the concept of craft and art, and kind of what defines each of those two things and makes them different. Moving on to the pieces that I've selected. So for example, this would be a storage jar, and as you can see, there's a figure painted on the jar itself. And Maiolica pottery is a earthenware body that is glazed in a tin oxide glaze, so it makes this opaque white covering. And then on top of that, oxides are used, like cobalt or copper, to get the colors to come out. So that's kind of what defines Maiolica pottery. The process is expensive. The tin glaze is expensive, so it's similar to porcelain. Is considered a kind of a fine subject and medium to use as far as the clay body itself. This is a apothecary jar. Again, this is a used cobalt metal oxide to get the blue pigments. And so I guess what these are showing are items that can be used as functional pieces, but I think anybody would agree that they're pieces of art in their own respects. So that's kind of what I'm tackling as far as my thesis again. This is the jug with an image, again painted. It looks like mainly iron oxides that bring out the red, and then cobalts that bring out the blues, and then copper oxides to get this kind of pink, light red color. And also there were many plates. Oops. Plates that were made and had some scenes painted on them quite elaborately and beautifully. And it appears that these were probably more used for decoration and presenting than maybe as a functional dish. And here's a plate by Piatto. The story looks like some mythological scenes that are painted, and again are quite elaborate and beautifully decorated. So as far as the artist that painted each, or not painted, but created each piece, I wanted to find some pieces that are functional, so I've been having a more difficult time finding a lot of information on those particular pieces, so I'm going to have to dig a little deeper to get some of the specific time periods and artists. But I do know that most pieces were made in Florence, and that was a big production area for Maiolica. As far as a question I like to pose is, I guess, just what other people's views are on craft and art, and what defines each and separates that line that makes something purely utilitarian and craft, and what makes something that transcends that and has now become art. So thank you.